Alright, welcome everybody to another BDA boxing transmission. This is Mr.BDA with you. Glad to have you on board. And in this episode, we want to talk a little bit about Terence Crawford versus Jeff Horn. Or actually, Jeff Horn versus Terence Crawford, because Jeff Horn does have a title. I just don't know which one, because, you know, I don't pay attention to titles. But this fight is going to be taking place this Saturday, June the 9th, on ESPN+. It's going to be taking place in Las Vegas, Nevada. And boy, oh boy, am I excited for this one. It's an intriguing matchup. There's a lot of implications for this fight. Alright, first of all, Jeff Horn is fighting for respect. Yes, he has a win over Manny Pacquiao, but the Australian strongman, he feels that he's being disrespected on this one, and he has something to prove. Terence Crawford, on the other hand, he's won titles at lightweight and junior welterweight, but there's people out there that don't really think that he can compete at 147 or are unsure about how good he's going to be at 147, especially with the monster Errol Spence campaigning in this division. There's also other ancillary names like Sean Porter, Danny Garcia. Those two are going to be fighting next, so that's good to see the best fighting the best in this division. And of course, this fight, again, interesting styles of matchup. Jeff Horn is a guy that comes forward, strong, young. Whatever inexperience he has, he makes up for it with grit and deceptive foot movement and head movement. And as he showed against Manny Pacquiao, a lot of people expected him to be cannon fodder for the great Pacquiao, and instead he came in here and he went in there rather, and he made things very, very hard for Manny Pacquiao. I'm not gonna talk about whether he won or not. All I'm gonna say is that he did better than most people expected. He gave Manny Pacquiao hell, and I do think that there is room to question whether Jeff Horn did better than Jesse Vargas and Timothy Bradley did against Manny Pacquiao. I'm talking Bradley in the third Pacquiao fight. Terence Crawford, on the other hand, sensational skills, very composed, good counter punching, heavy, fast hands. We don't know how powerful he's going to be with his punches at 147. It's not really the power of his punches, it's the precision of his shots. Watch the Gamboa fight when Gamboa went crazy on him, gave him all sorts of openings, and Terence Crawford took advantage of them. Then again, some people say Gamboa is a small guy, so alright, fine. But then again, he did manage to drop Victor Postal. He's managed to drop Indongo with a precision, very precise and technical body shot. He dismantled Felix Diaz. You know, Raimundo Beltran, he hurt Beltran, actually managed to get Beltran's respect. But it's not really the hand speed or the power, which are the two things that most people see at first when it comes to a fighter like Crawford. It's his composure, it's his control of distance, it's his footwork. The guy is very good at sliding off the ropes, pivoting, keeping you turning, and then he makes you respect him with his counter punches. So very few guys are actually willing to step into the mouth of the dragon. The problem is with Terence Crawford, even if you decide, all right, I'm going to step off the pedal here a little bit, take the foot off the pedal and just try to survive, Crawford can actually put pressure on you, like he did against Dirijan or against Felix Diaz late in the fight. Or, you know, he'll just dismantle you like he did against, you know, inferior opposition like Molina. So Terence Crawford is the complete package. That being said, now some people in the hangout have told me that maybe I shouldn't rate Terence Crawford as high as I do. And I was rewatching the Terence Crawford versus Raimundo Beltran fight because I do think that it's one of his best wins. But Terence Crawford does make a lot of mistakes. He drops his hands. That's the most apparent one that I've seen so far. Beltran just couldn't catch him because Terence Crawford has very good reflexes, and he always maintains a very good sense of distance. So all he has to do is pull back at that, so that even when he's got his hands down, he makes you miss. That being said, Horn, he's not as technically proficient as Raimundo Beltran, but technical proficiency alone doesn't make you the better fighter. It's also about heart, it's also about grit, and about how bad you want it. I'll give you an example. Canelo Alvarez is a much better technical fighter than Marcos Maidana, and yet Maidana did much better against Floyd Mayweather than Canelo did. So again, that we can't go into the whole boxing math, A beats B, so therefore and B beats C, so therefore A beats C. That doesn't work that way. So even though Jeff Horn isn't as good as Beltran technically, just based on the fact that he jumps on you and he wants to make things rough, he might give Terence Crawford a harder fight than everybody that's fought Crawford so far. All right. Crawford also has something to prove in this fight because, like I said, he wants to prove to people that he can actually beat guys like Thurman and Spence, and that he and Spence is actually the better fight to make at 147, the best fight to make. It's going to depend on how he looks against Jeff Horn. Again, Jeff Horn also has something to prove because people don't give him credit for the Pacquiao fight. A lot of people, Teddy Atlas included, they don't think he actually won the fight, so they don't want to give him credit. They look at him as an unknown commodity. But if you've seen Horn's other fights, even though it's been against people you might never have heard of, he still shows you that he's got quality in there. Like I said, deceptive foot movement, head movement. He's not as easy to hit as he seems. Yes, he makes a lot of mistakes, like pulling back with his chin up in the air and all that, but he's always making you work. He's strong, he's a good body puncher, he's got good precision. Very underrated fighter. Even if Terence Crawford wipes the floor with him, I don't think it's gonna be that much about Horn being an awful fighter as much as it is Terence Crawford being a good fighter. Also coming into this fight, by the way, Errol Spence says he wants to take care of his business first before he takes on Keith Thurman. Again, there's a lot of, what am I saying here? A lot of whether they're gonna fight or not, because Terence Crawford is with Top Rank and Errol Spence is with the PBC. So there's a lot of, talking about whether that fight can even be made. For the moment, we got this fight. It's a very interesting matchup. Terence Crawford, the boxer, Jeff Horn, the pressure fighter. There's also been talk about whether Jeff Horn is going to be allowed to fight his fight list. I'm not going to get into whether he's a dirty fighter or not. All I know is that he's pretty effective at what he does when he gets on the inside. And Terence Crawford, one of the things that I've noticed is he clinches a lot when he's on the inside. I don't think his inside game is all that great. So watch out for that. Prediction time. I'm going to make my prediction in the Hangouts, in the podcast that we do, especially on Saturday, or maybe before there, I'll make a prediction. But I want to hear your predictions, guys. Let us know who you think is going to win. Is Terence Crawford overrated? Is Jeff Horn overrated? Are they both underrated? Can either guy give Errol Spence a big fight? Is Errol Spence being a bit overrated here? You tell us. You let us know in the comment section. Don't forget to check out our podcast. Don't forget to check out our Patreon page. Don't forget you can give small tips via the super chat feature when you're on the podcast. And again, I wanna hear from you guys. I wanna know what you think about this fight. Who's gonna win? I want predictions. That's all I want. I don't want any more than that. All right, not asking more or too much from you. So guys, always appreciate your support. Thanks for listening, and we will see you on the next one. Take care, folks.